ProAlbum-Designer comes with quite a few templates built in, and these are stored in subdirectories of your unzipped ProAlbum folder, and we're looking at template square. This folder has the most templates because square albums are the most commonly used. So the actual templates are stored as TIFF files, and each TIFF file has one or more, one, two, or four PNG files associated. These are small icons, and these are the ones that you see during the template dialog. So, for instance, template number 44, which can be flipped in 4 different ways, have 4 PNG files. And this is all handled by the Save Template button. That button will save these icon files for you. So let's see how we can build a template using the template editor. And for this purpose, we'll choose one template here, and let's go with this one. So I'm gonna resize my Photoshop window here so we can see the template that we're aiming for. So let's pretend that this template didn't exist and we wanted to build one. So I start by pressing the editor button, and I'm just going to make this a little bit smaller. And as usual, I have the auto select on, move tool, so I can click on one of these holes. And the first thing I'm going to do is split this vertically. And then this one on the right, I'm going to split that vertically again. And this one on the right, I'm going to go and split that horizontally. And then I'm going to select these two by dragging and make them landscape. And then I'm going to click on this one and make it portrait. And let's see what we have here. We have this hole here on the left needs to be landscape, and we also want it to be bleeding to the left, so I'm going to press the bleed button and check west, and now we have something that's sort of like what we wanted, except that the as you can see, the height of this hole here is the same as the hole next to it, but that's not the case in our template. So I think the problem here is we're currently in left and right pages. So in this mode, the editor maintains one structure for the left page, one for the right page. So by clicking on the full spread mode, it disregards the fact that there's a left and right page. So now we're almost there, and I think in our example template the spacing might be different, and you can adjust that. Maybe bring this up to 90. And this is sort of the same template then. So when I'm ready, I'll click Save Template. And as you know, this will analyze the geometry and symmetry of the template. It will say there's one vertical hole here and 3 horizontal ones. It suggests that this template can be flipped horizontally. That will make it another template. But flipping it vertically will look exactly the same, so there's no point doing that. It suggests a number, and It might be a good idea if you're doing your own templates to start at 500. When there's a new version of ProAlbum-Designer, it's easy for you to transfer your own templates, the ones starting with 500 and more, to the new version. Now I'll just hit save. We'll just have to remember now it's 3 landscape photos and 1 vertical one. So let's go back and look at some pictures and just take 3 wedding photos here and 1 vertical. Make album spread. And this is the template that we just created. You see that if you hover with the mouse over the icon, you'll see the number, so you can see that it's number 500. So let's test that. That's working fine. Okay, let's create another template. Something that requires some manual work. I want to make 3 vertical holes, and if I start by doing this, splitting them vertically twice, I end up with this. So again, I'm going to go into full spread mode. And then I want these to be vertical. But what I like to do now is have these holes bleed all the way to the end. And let's start by setting the margin to 0. And that's almost there, but the problem is that the spacing is in between here. So I'm gonna select these 3. Now they're all selected, and if I use the transform tool, I can come in here and it will snap to the corners. Okay. Now it's a good idea to check this in 100%. That's looking good there. I can see that it's not quite. And then what do we have here? Yeah, it's looking good. So I just need to check the and that's looking good too. Right. So this is an example of where I have to go in and adjust the position or the size of the holes. And it's important now not to use any of these buttons, split vertically or changing template style, because that's going to reposition the holes back to where it was before I manually adjusted. The editor doesn't know that I moved the holes, if you want to express it that way. Okay, so now we click on Save Template. Well, this is the question you get if you select more than one hole, but they already have the right names, so it doesn't matter what I click here. And it's going to suggest 3 vertical holes. And I'll just hit Save. And we'll go back to our photos, pick 3 vertical ones, doesn't matter what we choose. And there's our template, number 501. And there we go. In this particular instance, I would change something here because, as you see, the girl's eye ended up straight in the middle. So this is a little extra material for you. I would probably do something about that, moving it like that or so. Anyway, that was a quick look at the editor.